welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn how to make chocolate chip pancakes. So we have our recipe here, and as we go through, we are going to check off all of our ingredients as we put it in our bowl. First off, we have to start with 1.5 cups of flour, and I've already pre-measured all of this, so we're just gonna pick up and pour. So we'll put our flour in our bowl, check that off. Next, we have 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And then we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next, we have 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now that we have all our dry ingredients together, we're just going to quickly whisk that together to combine all of the dry ingredients together. Now that we have that, we are going to grab another bowl for our wet ingredients. For our wet ingredients today, we have 1.25 cups of milk. Pour that in. Then we have 1 egg. We have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And we're gonna grab our whisk from our flour, and we're gonna whisk the egg together to combine all of the wet ingredients. Now that we have all of the wet ingredients mixed together, we're going to take our wet ingredient bowl and we're going to pour it into our dry ingredients. After we have that done, we are going to whisk the wet and dry ingredients together to combine. We want to mix this until it has a smooth consistency. And now that we have a smooth consistency, we're going to grab our spatula. We're going to put the whisk off to the side for now. And we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl and the bottom of the bowl just to make sure all of our ingredients are thoroughly combined. All right, now that looks great, we're gonna add our last ingredient, which is our 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. And then we're just gonna fold that in so they are combined. Now that we have all of our ingredients together, we are going to leave this for a moment. We're going to get our cooking station ready and we are going to make our pancakes. All right, welcome back. We are going to now move on to our cooking station. We have our batter already made and we have our pan preheated and greased. We are going to use our ladle to scoop our pancakes into the pan. Once we have a scoop, we're going to place it into the center. Add a little bit more to that. Now that we have the pancake in the pan, we are just going to wait about 2 or 3 minutes until the outside starts to bubble. It becomes a little bit more firm, and then we're going to flip and cook the other side. All right, as we can see around the corner, we have bubbles starting, and that is telling us that we're getting closer to it being done on the bottom. Once we notice a little bit more bubbling, you'll notice the brown around the edge, the edge will become a little bit more brown in color and a little bit more firm, and that'll allow us to get the spatula underneath it in order to have a smooth flip, and then we know the bottom is done. So we're gonna wait a few more minutes here until it becomes a little bit more bubbly around the edges, and then we will take our spatula and flip it. right, and you can see now that there's some more bubbles starting. You can also see that around the edge it's becoming a little bit more dry, and that's another indicator that it's almost ready to be flipped. All right, we're going to take our spatula because we can see that the side of this is a lot more dry. So we're just going to take our spatula and we're going to just flip the edge a little bit. It does look brown and it looks like it's ready to be flipped. So we're going to take our spatula, we're going to go right underneath, we're going to pick it up, and we're going to do a quick flip. All right, now that we have flipped it, we're going to wait 2 or 3 minutes again. This side does cook a little bit faster than the other side. So once I feel that it's been about 2 minutes, I'm gonna check the bottom of it again, make sure it's cooking all the way through, and then it's ready to serve. All right, so I'm just going to check it now. That seems like a good one. All right, and now that our pancake is fully cooked on both sides, we're gonna take the spatula, we're gonna transfer it to the plate, and it's ready to serve.